Good evening, everybody. My name is Patrick, and I'm speaking from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. Today, we welcome you to our AWS webinar. It will be hosted by Mr. Devashish Roy, who is an industry experience in the field of Amazon Web Service cloud computing for the past 10 years. Today, he will be speaking to you about the importance of AWS, how its utility is, as well as the applications in multinational organizations because most of the companies, especially MNCs, are using cloud computing for data recovery, its management is very important to be taken into consideration. Hence, professional experts are hired always by them. Here, Mr. Devashish will explain to you how AWS is utilized in MNCs and how one can even get jobs after attaining the AWS certificates from ICSs. Mr. Devashish, please take the stage.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Devashish Roy. I'm the senior cloud trainer at the Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. And these are my contact informations for LinkedIn and Twitter. You can see my personal informations as well as the company contact informations in case if you want to contact me. So today, the agenda for this webinar is importance of AWS, Amazon Web Service. Now, Amazon Web Service, it is a cloud-based platform, cloud-based company which provides solutions for businesses. Now, what does it mean? Means that, say, we can store data on physical servers, say, for example, web server, file server, email server. We can store data on physical servers. But if we store data on physical servers, then we'll need more hardware resources like more hard disk, more CPU, more RAM. Say, for example, if we use SSD, then just imagine how much cost we will procure by adding extra SSDs to our servers. So we cannot do that. We have to just cut down the cost. And for that, this AWS is a best solution platform for all the businesses, say medium-sized to large-sized businesses. How? The AWS helps companies in data processing, warehousing, development, all these things. So say, for example, we have hundreds of virtual machines. Now, we can store those virtual machines on physical servers, but to store those machines, we have to have a huge number of physical servers. And for that, a lot of money is required. Instead of doing that, we can keep it, we can store it in the Amazon warehouse. They have the servers, the cloud servers. They will give us the storage space and we'll store the data there. So also, this AWS is also used in data processing, say in database system, Hadoop systems, that is also included in this AWS process. And also in development phase, that is also included because AWS is not only dealing with networking or architect level, but it is also dealing with development levels. So AWS offers on-demand cloud computing platforms and APIs. Yes, it offers on-demand cloud computing. When you demand, when you require, then you can actually create an account in AWS, and free tier as well as paid accounts are available, and you can put your data, you can store your data on their cloud servers, and also application programming interfaces that is needed for software development platforms, software development tools, that is also provided by AWS. Now, there are some AWS certifications. They are in high demand today, like AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. That is the very basic level certification of AWS. Then the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. It is one of the most high demand certifications today, and it deals with the AWS networking part in architect level. It's a basic level certification, but it is a little bit higher than the Cloud Practitioner. Then you have AWS Certified Solution Architect Professional. that is the upper level of the associate certification. And also you have sysops administrator associate, developer associate, DevOps engineer professional level. So these are the developer levels. But architect level means the networking level. Will deal with networking part, that is cloud practitioner and solution architect associate and solution architect professional. So these are the things. And again, you have some specializations also, like advanced networking, like security, that is also available. But these are the basic level of certifications that are in high demand today. Now we'll talk about now AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. That is one of the most popular certifications, and also the reason for the popularity of AWS courses today. Now, this is the entry-level certification for cloud computing. And who can do it? Anybody having the basic network knowledge can do the certification. Yes, anybody. If you have basic knowledge, say N plus level knowledge, basic network knowledge, like what is a network, what is a topology, if you have knowledge about IP addressing, subnetting, so you can definitely go for this AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate certification. Now, if somebody asks me what are the job opportunities after doing this course, now definitely AWS certification is one of the most demanding certifications in IT industry that I've already told you, and definitely high pay package is also associated with it. Because see that every company, it can be Microsoft, it can be Cisco system, it can be Red Hat, everybody is now moving towards cloud. They are actually going to keep their data, their VMs, all the configurations on the cloud. Even Cisco has cloud also, like Meraki. Their cloud is known as Meraki Cloud. Red Hat also has a cloud system, cloud server. So they also are going to utilize this AWS cloud service. And AWS cloud architect or solution architect is equal to the system engineer or network engineer jobs all over the world. Yes, it equals to the L3 that we say, that L1 is the basic desktop level job, L2 is a system administrator level job dealing with OS level, and L3 is the highest level job that is equal to the system engineer level, who deals with router switching level, who are CCNA or CCNP or CCI certified. And now AWS cloud architect is absolutely like that. It is the same level all over the world. So there is ample job opportunities if you learn AWS certification. And AWS Solution Architect certification, it is among the top 10 certifications in 2021. So you can easily understand the demand of this AWS is growing day by day. Now, what is the AWS Advantage? AWS as a certification and also as a company, also as a cloud provider. It is a big cloud provider. So what is the advantage it offers? It has the biggest market share. More than 33% market share is occupied by AWS right now. And you can say Azure, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform, GCP, they combined together, they have almost say lower than AWS, about 30% or like that market share. But AWS is bigger than that, according to the data. Now, AWS is the most popular cloud platform in the world, we can definitely say. And one of the biggest advantages of AWS is that it is vendor or operating system neutral. Yes, because you see, if you go for Azure, that is Microsoft's cloud, now that is somehow dependent on Microsoft servers, Microsoft environment OS. But in case of AWS, it is not operating system dependent, it is vendor neutral. You can have any operating system. You can host Windows, you can host Mac, you can host Linux, every operating system choice they have. So that is a very big advantage that is associated with AWS certifications, and it is definitely an AWS advantage. Now let's talk about the services that provided by AWS. Actually, cloud, it is a bunch of service, right? And any cloud service, not only AWS but others also, but AWS specifically provides these type of services like IaaS, infrastructure as a service, SaaS, software as a service, PaaS, platform as a service. Now, AWS actually concentrates more on IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure means that customer chooses hardware like OS type, hard disk type from AWS. Yes, if you want to put your data, store your data on cloud server, now that cloud server also has some operating system choice, some hard disk type, say SSD, solid state drive choice. So you have to choose the OS from the service provider. Say it offers Microsoft Server, say 2016, 19, Mac OS, Linux, Red Hat Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Amazon Linux, SUSE Linux, Ubuntu Linux, many choices they have. So you have to actually choose the infrastructure, means the hardware level, hard disk type means high ops, high operating system, high input output enabled, high ops enabled, SSD, magnetic storage, or normal HDD. They have many choices. So actually, customer is going to choose the hardware from the service provider from the AWS. That is the IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Second, software as a service. The provider may provide some additional software benefits such as extra hard disk space. That is the main thing. If you want to get extra HD space, because say you are using a free account, but after that you can purchase more hard disk space, more SSD space from the cloud provider. And not only the hard disk space, they may provide you some extra software applications also, but for that they will charge, because they will then maintain the entire infrastructure of the softwares, so they will charge a lot. And the third is platform as a service, or PaaS. Now PaaS is related to development tools, say web development tools that are provided by AWS. So generally customers go for IaaS and SaaS. Platform as a service is needed only for if you need development tools. And you can see here is the cloud models. Now, first is the enterprise IT or the legacy IT. It means that you are actually managing the everything. The customer is managing everything from application, security, database, OS, virtualization to data center, networking, storage. Everything is managed by the customer managed. So that is definitely not a cost saving model. Now, second is infrastructure as a service. Now you can see that the provider is managing from the virtualization, server, the storage that I have already told you, networking, data center, these things, and customer is choosing this operating system, database, security application you are actually choosing. Now, infrastructure as a service, it costs you the least. And now this is platform as a service. In platform as a service, customer manages applications. So you are actually getting application software from the provider, and the rest is managed by the service provider. So if you, and in case of platform as a service, you do not care about infrastructure or the hardware, you care about the applications. And definitely the cloud provider AWS will charge you for that. It will charge you a lot. And then in case of software as a service, it is almost fully managed by the provider, the cloud provider. If you are getting any software or additional hard disk space, so that you do not care about the development tools, you do not care about the infrastructure, but if you want this extra hard disk space or any other software as a service, so in that case, from the application to a data center, everything is provider managed. So these are the different cloud models: infrastructure, platform, and software. Now we'll discuss about some important salient topics about the AWS Solution Architect exam. Now see, there are some different topics starting from EC2, Elastic Computing Cloud, or Elastic Compute Cloud. So what is that? This is actually like VM, virtual machines. In Microsoft environment, what you call VM, in AWS they call it EC2. They call it actually EC2 instance. Then we have virtual private cloud related to subnetting and IP addressing. If you have made any subnet in Cisco, so that subnet related thing, subnet is actually related to your virtual private cloud, and you just launch the EC2 instances in the particular VPC. Then there is ELB, Elastic Load Balancer. to load balance your network traffic, your network load balancer and application load balancer. Both are there. Say, for example, if you have made a web server, a website, and you want to balance the load on the different web servers, you are actually keeping the same website on two web servers, and you want to balance the load on those two EC2 instances, then you have to configure ELB. Then Route 53, it's actually the DNS service provided by the AWS. So that is also very important if you are actually doing cross-region or cross-zone access replication, or if you are, you have two VPCs and you are actually connecting to VPCs, then Route 53 also plays a very important role. Auto scaling, there is a feature that actually scales your EC2 instances according to the demand. Actually, it increases the number of EC2 instances automatically. That is also a very important topic. Then there are some topics related to RDS, Relational Database System. So definitely it is not of very great importance because it is only architect level course. But anyway, you can learn how to connect to RDS, what is RDS, and you have also a concept of MongoDB database, how to create tables there in MongoDB, that is also there. Lambda function is there, so we can automate some tasks with Lambda function. Say if you are going to create some bucket in S3, in that case Lambda function can do that, and other different functions can be also be achieved by this Lambda function. Now there is CloudFront. CloudFront, that is a special service in order to save your bandwidth if you are accessing a website from many locations around the world. So they have set up, AWS have set up some CloudFront servers to optimize your bandwidth for that network access. That is also a very important thing. EBS, that is a storage, elastic block storage, that is a storage directly attached to their EC2 instance. That is a very important topic. And also S3, simple storage service. That S3, that is also another type of storage that we will learn that can be accessed by internet. Now, benefits of cloud computing. So I've already told you that there are many benefits of cloud computing. Say low maintenance cost. So I've already told you that if you migrate your data, your VMs to the cloud server, then the cost will definitely go down because you do not need to maintain any physical servers for that. You have excellent accessibility. You can access the cloud server, say on the PC physical cloud server. Also, you can connect it through web browser. Say I was talking about S3 buckets. So you can connect to the S3 buckets by web browser also from anywhere in the world. Backup of data, yes, that is a very important thing, that you can keep the backup of your data on the cloud server and you can restore it also. Say, for example, from your physical server, the data has been deleted. So in that case, you can restore it from that backup that is there on the cloud server. Now, you can have unlimited storage capacity also. Like I was telling you that if you're using a free tier account, you can later get additional hard disk space, say for example, and you can get that unlimited storage, means your storage capacity of hard disk space and SSD space will be increased by the cloud provider. So you can store more data. And also data security is also an issue that the cloud provider will also provide some type of encryptions, private key. You use private key to access your EC2 instances. So these are also there as a security method in cloud computing. Now we'll discuss about the types of cloud. See, there are three types of cloud mainly: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. What is a public cloud? The public cloud, this is a publicly accessible cloud platform, means anybody can store data on public cloud servers. Yes, it is like your public email servers, like Gmail, Yahoo Mail. Anybody can make an account there. So that is publicly accessible. Anybody can access it. And generally, if you make an account in AWS, that is public cloud. What is private cloud? Private cloud, it is done by some particular companies. Companies say they hate to store any sensitive or security-related data to public cloud. Definitely, it is not possible to store any security data, say defense data, that is of national security level data, to any public cloud server. because the security will be compromised. So in that case, the companies make private cloud servers for storing their data on the private cloud servers in the company premise. But that cannot be accessed from outside. Private cloud stores data of a specific organization only, that can only be accessed from the company intranet, their own network. You cannot access it from the outside network, from outside public network. And then there is hybrid cloud model. It is actually a mixture of the public and private cloud. You can say the companies can opt for a mixed cloud model to lower the cost. Hybrid cloud comprises both of public as well as private cloud environment. Now the general data means which are not so secured, that is like VMs, they are kept in public cloud. It can be kept in public cloud, but the sensitive data is stored in the private cloud. So you are actually following both the models. So that is hybrid cloud. So that was the part of the importance of AWS in theory. And now we will see how to actually launch an EC2 instance, how to log in to the AWS account, and how to access an EC2 Windows instance. I am showing you practically. So I am logging in to my root user account in AWS. I'm giving my password. Just sign in. I've signed in, and this is my AWS Management Console. So you have to make a free tier account. It's very easy. If you have a debit card or credit card, anything will work, and you have to make a free account. Then you have to go to this EC2. Now there are some instances. You have to launch an Windows instance on the cloud server of AWS. You click on the launch instance button. Yes, now you have been provided with an Amazon machine image list. So these are the AMI list, means the OS list they are providing, and you have to select a particular OS from that. They have Amazon Linux, Mac OS that I've already told you, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, SUSE, Ubuntu, many things, deep learning AMI, then Microsoft Windows Server 2019, 2016, many things are there. So I'm just choosing Microsoft Windows Server 2019 base because see, it is free tier eligible. So if you are making a free tier account, then you can only launch the free tier eligible AMIs. And the root device is EBS. The EBS storage is directly attached to it. Just select it. It is available in 64-bit only and Intel architecture. Select it. See, it is now asking you to choose an instance type, but only T2.micro is only free tier eligible. Click on next. And here you are actually launching one instance, and this is your default VPC. Let it be that. In case of subnet, you can have a preference or you may not have a preference also. You can have a preference of AZ. You can have this AZ1 or anything like that, or you may not have any preference also. In case of auto assign public IP, you should enable this. Yes, because if you do not assign the public IP, then you will not be able to connect to the instance. You connect to the instance by public IP by default. Next. And you can see the root volume. Root volume is SD1, that is you are given with the size 30 GB by default. And you have the volume type of SSD GP2. You can change it to GP3 and provisioned IOPS, high input output enabled SSD, as well as magnetic, but I am taking GP2, that is available by default. Click on next. You can give any tag, any description. I'm not giving for that. Click on configure security group. You will create a new security group. You can give any name to the security group. Now this is very important. This is actually like firewall. So you have to go for RDP, remote desktop protocol, because we are launching Windows EC2 instance. So it will be launched from RDP only, not from SSH. If you select Linux instance, then you will have to select SSH. Now this is a port range of RDP 3389, and source will be anywhere, because see, I'm not specifying any particular source network, so I'm keeping it open for the world. You have to do this anywhere, otherwise you cannot connect to the instance. Click on review and launch. Launch this. Now it will ask for a key pair, and you have to provide a private key file. So this is a security aspect, that when you are going to connect to the instance, then you need a private key file that you can store on your PC, and you can connect with that private key file. You need to create a private key, and you need to download it right now, because after that you cannot download that private key file. And if you do not download the private key file, you will not be able to access the EC2 instance. So I'm going for create a new key pair. Give any key pair name. Say test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can give any name, and you just click on download key pair. That is very important. Otherwise, later on you cannot download. You have to download right now. It is being downloaded to my PC, and now click on launch instances and click on view instances. You can view the instance that is currently not ready. It is pending. So you can view the availability zone 1A, the public IPv4 DNS address, public IPv4 address, everything, but the instance is not ready to connect. They will perform a health check, a status check, and then it will be ready to launch. Click on refreshing. It is showing you status check is initializing. So it will check the health status of the server. It will check the hardware components, and then AWS will permit you to connect to the instance. So instance state is running, but it is not ready yet. It will take a bit, say 1 minute or so. Still it is not ready. It will be ready soon. Yes, now it is ready. Say 2x2 checks passed. This will show only then you can connect to this instance. Now check this. It will show the public IPv4 address, private address, everything, public IPv4 DNS, everything will be shown. Now just click on connect. Go to RDP client, and you download the remote desktop file. Yes, you need this remote desktop file, RDP file, to connect to the EC2 instance. Click on this. It will be downloaded to your PC. Now here you have to get the password. Say click on get password. Now you have to click on this, browse to the key pair, that is private key pair associated with this. Browse. Go to downloads, and this is the .pm file, that is the private key file that is associated with this EC2 instance. Select it, click on open. and you have to decrypt the password. Now, this is the remote desktop connection is pending. Now, you just copy this password, click on this, the password is copied. Click on connect and enter your credentials. It is asking for the password that is already copied. Paste this and click on OK. Yes, click on yes. Now it is launching the EC2 instance for you. See, your Windows print is coming, and it is Windows Server 2019 that is launching. See, the desktop has come, and that is 2019 server, and you will also see the addresses, public private addresses. Networks is asking for to connect. Yes, you just connect to the public network. And the instance is ready to use. And yes, you can see the host name, the instance ID, you can say, and public IP address, private IP, instance size, micro, availability zone, AP Southeast running, architecture. They are using, see, they are using AMD architecture, AMD 64. The AWS the server where this EC2 instance is hosted, it uses the AMD 64 architecture. Total memory is 1024 MB, and network performance, everything is displayed to this EC2 instance. So that is the thing that I have shown you how to launch an EC2 instance. That is the first practical for any AWS certification architect level. So that I've demonstrated to you. I hope it was beneficial for you. And so I have discussed about the AWS, importance of AWS as a whole, as a cloud provider, also as a big certification provider. So I think AWS certification is a very hot topic for today, and everybody who is in networking field should go for this AWS certification. And I strongly recommend everybody to go for this AWS certification. And we have AWS courses, AWS Solution Architect Asset courses at the Indian Cybersecurity Solutions Institute. And I strongly recommend everybody to join this course immediately. And it will be given, it will give you an edge to your career, your networking career. So you should definitely go for this AWS certifications right now. So this is the thing that I've discussed with you in webinar, the theory part of AWS importance, and also I've shown you how to launch an EC2 instance, a Windows instance in this webinar. So that is very beneficial, I think, for your career. And I definitely thank all of you to attend this webinar. I hope you have got a lot of information from this webinar, and I hope it has been beneficial for you. I hope you have enjoyed this webinar. I hope it has been informative for you as well. And if it's informative for you, and if you want more webinars to attend like this, so then go to YouTube, go to ISIS channel, and please like and subscribe our channel on YouTube also. So thanks for attending this webinar today. So I will see you again later in some other day with some other webinar. So thanks for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Divish, sir. It was wonderful having you for this webinar on today. The practical session was really good and really informative for the students to know about what Amazon Web Service can do. However, there was one question from Mr. Wasim Sanadi. He's asking on marketing of Amazon, which is there in the comment section on your right side. You can click on it beside the price chart. Yeah. You can see marketing of Amazon, which is safe and secure. So could you reach out to his queries also as well to answer his queries?
Marketing of Amazon is safety. Safe and secure is yes, definitely. Amazon is definitely safe and secure, that I've already discussed. I think that if you launch an S2 instance, it is definitely secured because you have a private key, that .pm file, so that is associated with you. So definitely wasn't that, yes, your S2 instance is having a secure private key that nobody can hack that private key. See, there are two keys, public key and private key. If you are sending any data, you encrypt with public key. But if you decrypt the data or to connect the data, say for example here, I am connecting to EC2 instance, that yes, definitely that is a very secure method. You download the PM file that I have already shown you, and you are connecting the EC2 instance there. So not only this, the Amazon has also some security encryption method is also there. So definitely Amazon Web Service also has a security method to secure your data. So definitely it is safe and secure. Everything is secure in Amazon. I
Okay,
hope you have learned it.
okay, Mr.
Yes.
Basim, I hope your answer is, I hope your query has been answered. Well, thank you, Mr. Devashish, sir. Students, viewers, we have an Amazon Web Service course going to be started on the 25th of September 2021, very soon this Saturday for weekend batches. This would be an interesting topic as the topic has been really good for you, really informative on today's webinar. We would like our students to learn more about it. And if you're really more interested to learn more about the topic, you can reach out to us at 1-800-123-5014, or you can send us an email at info@indiancybersecurity.solutions.com. On the other hand, if you are really interested in knowing more about the course details, we will send you the link for the course over here. You can check in the chats in the comment sections. We will be giving you the Amazon Web Service link. You can have a check over here. Uh, so if anyone is interested in knowing more about our cloud computing service course on AWS, please feel free to click on the link and reach out to us if you really want to learn more about the cloud computing course of Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, as it can be, and it is a really good place, a really good opportunity for you to make a career in cloud computing. Well, thank you, Mr. Devashish. We can conclude the session right now.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.